Class, I think you are now ready to share your thoughts about the topic. Let me call on group number 1. Yes, Angie.
Sir, our group came up with this list. The following are the crimes for which school children should be punished. The first one is cheating. The second one is hazing. The third one is stealing. The fourth one is hurting a classmate with a knife or any pointed weapon. And the fifth one is harassing a classmate or a teacher.
It is important for the teacher to get feedback from each group. This will give the students a sense of fulfillment. Let's look at stage 3.
All right, now class, let's pick out one punishable issue from the list of issues presented. Let us take the issue of a male student being caught with a knife in school. All right? I would like you now to role-play an interview between this male student, his parent, and the guidance counselor. All right? And since there are 3 in each group, I would like you to assign which one will play the role of the male student, the parent, and the guidance counselor. Just decide amongst yourself who's going to play who. All right? Let's begin.
I will be the guidance counselor.
Then that leaves me with the father.
Mr. Rivera?
Yeah.
The student, okay?
Chino.
So
Alright.
we will discuss about the...
Now let's begin. Let me call on the first group, Jason's group.
Ma'am, I want you to meet my father. Pa, this is Miss Reyes, our guidance counselor.
I am pleased to meet you, Mr. Rivera. Please take a seat. Chino, will you leave the room for a while? I talk to your father. I'll just call for you later, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Rivera, Chino has been a good boy. In fact, he topped the class in mathematics in the last monthly examinations. His classmates were all praises for him. And he was good with everyone. Until yesterday, when he was seen with a sharp-bladed knife in the men's room. He threatened one of his classmates and challenged him to a fight.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. I didn't know anything about it, Mrs. Reyes. How could he do something like that? My Chino doing such a thing?
Calm down, Mr. Rivera. That's the reason why I had to call for you. I want to know how he has been a good son to you, or bad, and as a brother to his sisters.
Chino has been a good boy to all of us. I've had no problem with him, really.
May I know where Mrs. Rivera is?
Well, she's been working abroad.
Oh, I see. Don't you think Chino is affected by the absence of his mother?
I'm not sure of that, but he has not really complained about anything, Mrs. Reyes.
Why don't we call for Chino? Chino?
Yes, ma'am.
Chino, do you miss your mother?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I want her back. I miss her so much.
When the role play is over, the teacher should lead a feedback session, discussing what happened in each group and whether the boy and the parents and the guidance counselor behaved appropriately. Simulations are a valuable part of the teacher's repertoire. The examples we have just shown you are on a fairly small scale. Of course, they could be considerably bigger and longer. But whatever the size and design of the activity, they give students a chance to step out of the role of language students and to use their language in realistic but safe contexts. What are the other oral communication strategies we can use to teach speaking? Let's take a station break before we go through these strategies. Please stand by.